Welcome back to the 128 KB podcast. We are back once again.
Due to lack of popular demand.
Yes, and that demand is so lacking that once again we're in separate rooms.
We are indeed.
I can't stand to be around him anymore. That's all it is.
No. Yeah, that's definitely it. Nothing to do with the icy snow that's been happening over the past couple of days.
No. For those of you new here, this is your weekly dose of all things gaming, where we catch up on the world of gaming in this kind of cozy hour-ish long chat. We kind of sit back, relax, and pull it all apart. Yeah. How's your week in gaming been?
It's been good. Another achievement for me in the how many years we've been doing this. It's the second game I've completed.
Wait, what? Those of you that still run your bingo cards, Andy's completed a game.
Indeed.
Yeah, that's like the centre tile. What did you complete?
Resident Evil Village that I've been talking about on the podcast for the past couple of weeks. Yeah, I mean, I can't say I've completed it because I haven't done the DLC yet. But the main game I've completed, and I actually did something.
What?
Oh yeah. I'm definitely going to do the DLC for sure, but I'm waiting. So I said before about our friend Paul, and he's been watching the whole game. We completed the game with him round, and then he was like, "I can't wait to see the DLC." So I was like, "Right, well, now I feel obliged to wait until he comes over and start playing." So I haven't played that, but yeah, I actually completed it last week. About a week ago, I completed it. But one thing I actually did was, I'm terrible for playing Resident Evil games, getting to the very end, or any game at that matter, like getting to the very end with like all the gear and everything. I'm like, I'll save this, and then I never end up using it. And this time I knew that the final boss was next, because like one of the characters basically tells you like the shop guy's like, "This is the last time you're going to see me," kind of thing. So I was like, okay, maybe I should actually use all my stuff and upgrade like everything. So I did. And I completed the game. Like, what a game. Really surprised by how good it is.
My favourite memory of you doing that was Final Fantasy Remake.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 7 Remake Part 1, where you're like, I'm at the highway, and I guess it's the end next. I was like, so make sure your weapons are leveled up. You're like, what? You've done the whole thing without doing any leveling up of any attributes at all.
Yeah, I'd done the whole game without even going into the upgrade menu. Like, I was just on like level 1 spec.
We were just spamming attack the whole time.
Yeah, that was it. I wasn't even playing it. I had like an automated... no, I was playing it, but...
Just macros.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. I just walked him around, like... but yeah, no, it is normally like that. But this time I completed it, so I'm really happy with that. I want to go and finish a remake now of 4. So I'm like halfway through that one. I'm going to go back and like complete that, and then I'm going to go on to Silent Hill 2, I think, remake. Yeah, because I grabbed that a couple of weeks back, and I really want to play that. So I'm just hyped for Requiem is what it is.
Yeah, you're really getting into it.
Yeah, because I loved Resident Evil 7, how different that was, but it was all set in a house. Like, it was pretty much all in the same location. And Village, I was kind of thinking, even though the name suggests it's in a village, I thought it's going to be the same kind of thing. It's not at all. Village, to me, is like, there's a lot of Resident Evil 4 references, and it really feels like Resident Evil 4, but with like kind of the same feel as 7. And Resident Evil 4 is my favorite, so I absolutely loved Village. That's just shot right up there, like in my like Resident Evil love. So I'm really happy with that, and now I'm like hyped for Requiem. But yeah,
when is Requiem?
28th of February, I want to say.
Oh, it's nice. Yeah, long then.
It's not that long, so hopefully I should be able to complete the DLC for Village and finish up on Resi 4 Remake, and then probably get Silent Hill 2 maybe in there as well before Requiem comes out. But yeah, I'm super hyped for that.
Right, it's time for me to pay the 128 KB bills with today's totally impartial video sponsor, and that's Mobapad. And look, long-time viewers know that Mobapad are our absolute favourite brand when it comes to Switch controllers. We're usually raving about their high-end Joy-Cons, but for Black Friday, we need to talk about the absolute value king that they have on Amazon right now. That's their Pro controller, the Mobapad N1 HD, and frankly, for the price, The specs are just madness. First off, you get Hall effect joysticks, so yes, zero stick drift, but the real star of the show are its buttons. They're using an innovative liquid silicone. It's a kind of genius innovation. You get that instant response of a mechanical switch, but it uses liquid silicone for the membrane, so it feels softer on your thumbs, but gives you that lightning fast response. It feels premium and is super durable with a 5 million click lifespan. And on top of that, it's got Alps HD rumble, NFC for your amiibos, and full gyro control. And here is the best part. For Black Friday, they're running a massive promotion over on their Amazon store. We're talking about getting this Hall effect controller for around $30. Plus, you get to check out all their other awesome deals over on Amazon at the same time. So, if you need a new Pro controller or just a spare Mad Cats, then don't sleep on this. Hit the Amazon link in the description to check out their Black Friday deals. And by doing so, you'll be directly supporting what we do here. And of course, massive thanks to Mobapad for sponsoring this video.
How's your week in gaming been?
I don't get stuck in patterns at all. I don't know if you know this about me. I don't get obsessed with single games and just play them over and over again.
Yeah,
that's not me. No,
not at all. No.
I can't get out of Arc Raiders. I'm so stuck in it. I'm
so
stuck
glad that
in
you're
Arc
enjoying
Raiders.
it.
Yeah, it's great. It's such a phenomenal game. I'm doing that evangelical thing about it where I'm trying to tell everyone. You know,
okay. Everyone on board.
Got to play because you could do this and then this happens and all the reasons. If you've not played it, I would recommend it. It's for a £30 game. It's out of this world.
Yeah, and if you get it from your uncle across seas, you can get it even cheaper.
Andy's uncle in Argentina has some good deals on it. CD key.
We need to bring that up, actually, don't we? So the other day, I was chilling after work, just sat down. I think I've just finished my dinner, and AJ messaged me, Andy, oh my God!
Yes!
Oh my God, no way! I can't believe what's going on. And I was like, what is going on? What has just happened? Something massive has happened. And AJ was like, Half-Life 3 is coming out. And I was like, what? And he sent me the link to a key seller site that had it up for pre-order or whatever. And it looked legit. And straight away, the first thing I did was oh my God, no way. So I quickly jumped onto Google and was like, let's just see, where the announcement is and stuff. Nothing. I was like, okay, looked through. And then it was just all the rumors that have been happening lately.
Yeah.
I fully expect it to be announced, actually, soon to coincide with the launch of the Steam machine, actually.
It feels right.
Yeah, and it will either be bundled with it or discounted as a bundle, I think, to try and drive sales towards it. But I was like, hang on a second, this is clickbait, from this seller. And then I remember again, key sites, they always put up stuff for games that aren't even been announced yet, just to drag you in. So yeah, that bubble was burst, unfortunately.
Yeah, I saw someone in our channel members Discord posted that link and I was like, what? And then I first thing I did, sent it to you with excitement. And then I in us digging around in excitement, I went to Twitter and all I could see on Twitter was people resharing that screenshot. Yeah. And so then my excitement started really plummeting. I was like, oh, it's not like anyone else's. But then maybe just this place has leaked out and they're going to take it down. And it was when you said, are you sure they're not just trying to clickbait people onto their website?
Yeah.
So then I went to their website, looked at the listing, I was like, I don't know, it just looks really legit. And then I went in and I was like, wonder if they would do it with other games, and found there Red Dead Redemption 3. Right, okay.
Yeah.
So
GTA 7, Skyrim 2, Fallout 9.
Yeah. They just list it with a very convincing image in the hope that people are going to go to their site, which is fair play to them. It's a good move, and the game is
cheeky.
Likely to happen.
Yeah.
It's weird that you could actually place a pre-order though.
Yeah, well, that they will just hold your money, or it will be money taken when it's announced. But they've got your interest then, haven't they? They've hooked you almost.
Yeah,
and it is a ploy from these sites that it's been going around for a long time, because I got caught out by it 15 years ago, where I was like, no way, and I put in a pre-order or something. I'm pretty sure I didn't spend any money. It was just
register your
it.
interest.
Yeah. And then nothing happened. And the most recent thing I can think of is before Metroid Prime 4 was announced, that happened. And then when it got announced back in 2017, even Amazon were taking pre-orders, and then years later, literally years, 5 years later, they then started cancelling people's pre-orders. And I was just like, yeah, this is just rubbish, isn't it? So yeah, it's a cheeky ploy, so don't get caught up in that if you're listening.
Yeah, it goes back to that thing about pre-ordering games. I think we even did a whole podcast about it back in the day.
Yeah, I think we did, yeah.
Even though I don't listen to my own advice and I pre-order games all the time.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't listen either. I mean, I've had Metroid Prime 4 pre-ordered for a long time.
Yeah. I mean, maybe make exception to that because that game is worth pre-ordering, I think.
Well, apparently, according to everyone crying over the Space Marines guy that's going to be following you around, maybe it's not worth pre-ordering. Who knows?
Right. I want to call out some of the journalists. I saw my favourite publication to hate, IGN.
Oh, yeah.
They had, before Arc Raiders was launched, they had a preview copy of it and obviously did a preview of the game. And they rated it like one of the worst games of all time. They were like, they hated it. They thought it was really like low rent and it was like another first-person shooter. You know, they do that like stupid comparison thing. Yep. Bit like this, dressed in this clothing. And then post-launch, where everyone's like, all the players are like, this is actually an amazing game.
They flip their tune quickly, don't they?
Yeah, gave it a 9 out of 10. It's a class game. Possibly game of the year next year. Like all that nonsense. Oh, right, okay. I mean, what is it? Do the journalists not talk to each other? Is it just loads of like freelancers, or does the editor not get the memo?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, or is it the same guy like changing tack to look cool? You know, like, oh no, everyone actually loves it. Quick, let's say we love it. Like,
oh, they're just trying to jump on like hype trains, basically.
Yes, yeah, get people clicking and stuff. I mean, I get people's upset with Metroid Prime 4. I mean, Nintendo did hide Mackenzie. Yes. So, Mackenzie's the guy there, and in every shot, in every trailer, they've hidden. I mean, I get it, because they've been trying to keep everything under wraps for as long as possible, and now they're starting to open up and say, hang on, this is actually going to be in the game. We're not, this is not new for Metroid to have, Marines there, from, the federal side, that talk. We've seen it before in Prime 3, I know everyone hates M, but, that's in there as well. But the thing is, everyone's got to remember, the last Prime game was nearly 20 years ago. People, as much as people love Souls-like games now, Souls games, that's more the adult side. This is still Nintendo, and they want to be as broader audience as possible. And if you just drop a Metroid game where there's no help, nothing, you are just dropped in, lost, and go for it, people are going to hate that. They need to accommodate for people. So whilst I get it for people like me that have loved the series for donkey's years, I kind of get the fact that they want to try and open it up. It's not a very well selling game. Metroid games don't sell very well, so they want to make it sell better. They've just spent however much millions making this. I kind of understand why Mackenzie's there.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I also understand why people were shocked or and maybe upset. I don't know. I think generally online now there's a default to being upset and wanting everyone to know that you're upset.
Yeah, of course.
And it doesn't actually reflect what the general population do, the people in their majorities. We see that all the time with how things sell.
Yes, that's true.
But I can understand why there is a general kind of shock. It was completely hidden. The gameplay demos that we were hands-on with, it's not a thing in there.
Oh, yeah, that was totally hidden, yeah.
Because what seems clear now is that the parts that were shown and were available to play at the events, and then later on at places like Gamescom and stuff, that was probably the first level.
Yeah, it's
because you're fighting. There's Marines fighting with you and stuff. So it's probably that part. Probably before, in true Metroid fashion, you lose your powers and stuff.
Yeah.
All of that bit, classic. Classic Metroid. I bet it follows the same beats.
Oh, of course, yeah, I think so.
Yeah, you'll go in, it'll look like you're some superhero, something happens, you wake up with no powers.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, I reckon that's going to be the play. But it's pretty much every single Metroid game that happens, isn't it? So, like, I'm fully expecting that. I do wonder whether there'll be difficulty selections that, like difficulty modes when you start the game that make Mackenzie either like more annoying or like less annoying, like more prevalent or not, you know? That would be interesting. But I'm not overly fussed, and I say that as like a diehard, long-time Metroid lover. Like, I don't think it's going to bother me, just like... I think I'll be able to ignore him. And to be fair, I don't have as much time to play now that I used to. So it might be helpful if I put the game down and then come back to it and go, hang on a minute, where am I? What have I been doing? If he's there like, hey, maybe you should go do this. I'll be like, oh, yeah, cool. Cheers, Mackenzie. I love you. You know, he might be like my G, you know. But,
he's clippy.
Yeah, that's it.
It looks like you're trying to write a letter.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So I'm not overly fussed by it. I understand why people hate it, but I think for new players to the series, it's going to be a godsend. You know, I really do.
And we have got to accept that there's going to be a lot of new players. It didn't exist. A new one didn't exist on the Switch, so that's 140 odd million people that had never experienced what a new Metroid Prime is. Yeah. And maybe because Dread sold all right. It wasn't like by Metroid standards, it was really good.
Oh yeah, it sold a lot. Like it was like 3 million plus or something.
So I think there'll be a lot of those people that experienced the character Samus for the first time in that game. They'll be coming over to this, and it'd be different. It's a different game again, but like, okay, I need help. And also, there's the people like us and like normal people that don't get to play for hours every night. Yeah, that will be picking up intermittently. And how annoying is it, though, when you are intermittently playing something? Maybe you're playing 2 games, 3 games at the same time, and you go, oh, I'm going to pick that one back up. Yeah. And you're thrust into a situation you've got no idea. Even forgetting what the button bindings are like. What's going on? To aim again? Yeah. So having an assistant, it's a nice Nintendo way of bridging the action genre. Yes, yeah. I understand, though, because it's like Metroid's always like very isolated, like it's kind of melancholy, like you know, like because you're like, how am I going to survive alone on this planet, you know? Whereas now you've got this dude that's like quippy and stuff, you know, like whimsical dude, like prancing around and making jokes and stuff. I kind of get where people's annoyance is, but I doubt he's going to be there through the whole game, and if so, he'll probably be more like Adam, where he's like talking over a headset or something later on in the game. Maybe you can enable or disable him. I don't know. But for me personally, until I play it, like I'm not overly fussed. And I think this is going to appeal to more people than ever. Like Dread, it's a 2.5D platformer. Most people are immediately turned off by the sound of that. They see 2D and go, why is it full price? You know, like, and not realizing that game is incredible. It's an amazing game. Yeah.
More people were likely to play Prime 1 Remaster. And I don't know what the sales are, but I bet it wasn't that much, because it's still an old game. It's still a GameCube game, like at the foundation, you know. And it's probably more people like us that have played the original that bought that rather than new players. And I would actually argue that new players probably didn't like it very much because it's a 30-year-old game, you know. Like, so this one will probably be most people's first entry into Prime series, and I get why they want to cater for that, you know. Yeah.
The other one people are upset about was the kind of open world thing. I know that was revealed a while back.
Yeah, on the bike.
With the motorbike and stuff. I think we talked about it a little bit. But like,
we did, yeah.
Again, I think it goes back to, there's a lot of people that want to be upset with stuff before they've even tried it. Yeah. Because until you're actually in this thing, we don't know how well that's done. Yes. And it might actually feel like, oh, without that, this game's really incomplete.
Yeah, I think that's cool.
Yeah, and games and gamers and the audiences that developers have to cater for progresses hugely between these like 15-year gaps between these entries in the franchise. Yeah. Or whatever it's been. It's something like that, isn't it? It's
been a long time. Yeah, it's been a long time.
I don't think you can get away with having... go back to the first Metroid on the NES. How hard that is, there's no help at all. You don't even have like Adam guiding you at all. There's not
got nothing.
A guidance mechanism. It's punishing. It's lonely. It's solitary. You could not get away with making that kind of difficulty curve and lonely experience in 2025.
No.
What I'm trying to get at is the thing changes.
Yeah. And you're like taking your example there. Compare Metroid 1 to even Dread.
Yeah.
Like the assistance in Dread,
It's huge.
it's like tenfold over what was in the original. So you're 100% right there. Yeah, totally agree.
Even things like the mechanism for, if they made Metroid Dread back then, there would be no indication of when you should parry an attack.
Yeah.
The parry window would be just as small, but there'd be no indication for it. But like, move on to Dread in whenever that was, 2017 was it, something like that?
2021, I want to say.
Was it that late?
It came out when the OLED dropped.
It was the OLED, wasn't it? But yeah, so you go to then, and it's like, okay, so I'm going to give you a visual indicator and an audio cue, and if you get it wrong, there's going to be about 1,000 people telling you how to do it. And
yeah,
assistance is big in these games now, bigger games. I'm excited for it. I'm excited to see an action game on the Switch 2. Like a first party one. I'm excited to see finally a game of substance taking advantage of the high frame rates.
Yes.
We haven't seen it yet. Like a proper Nintendo game that is going to push the screen to its limits.
Yeah, I'm totally going to try that out, both handheld and docked.
Yeah.
You know, so that's going to be cool. But I'm also really happy that the 4K version is 60 FPS and not 30.
Yeah. Yes.
Because
that's huge.
I think 4K 60 will be perfect. You know, if you've got a big screen, then 4K 30 is going to look great as opposed to 1080p 120. You know, like if you've got a smaller size screen, I think the 1080p 120 would be brilliant. But I can't wait to actually like feel it out and see what the difference is, because going from 60 to 120 is actually a big jump.
Yeah,
like in feel,
it's doubling, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a huge feel thing. So I think I'm going to be torn between which one I play, but straight away I'm going to be leaning towards the 120 mode, I think.
I want to experience it. I want to see. I want to see how stable it is as well. How well is the Switch 2 coping with putting out 120 FPS? Like,
especially handheld.
It baffles me that it's able to do it.
Yeah.
I still underestimate the little thing. Yeah. Like massively. I think there's a lot of that, isn't there? Because of how underpowered the Switch 1 was by its end. Like, you totally underestimate the Switch 2 and its capabilities still.
Absolutely, yeah, I do agree. And I don't even think this is even the game that's going to showcase the power of the Switch yet, because really, in theory, Metroid Prime 4 is a Switch 1 game that's had like some polish on it to make it a Switch 2 game. You know, it's not even an actual Switch 2 game. We've not really had a dedicated Switch 2 game yet, in my opinion, that like actually like baffles. The nearest things are the Ubisoft ports, because those are incredible. But like from Nintendo themselves, like even Pokemon ZA, like that's a Switch 1 game that they've just polished. And
to be fair to that game, it's all right, but it's not a Switch 2 game. It does look still like a Switch 1 game.
Yeah, and it feels like a Switch 1 game.
Yeah, it's got the density and the kind of the lighting and the feel of a Switch 1 game, isn't it? It's at a higher resolution.
Yeah. I think Prime 4 is going to be the closest thing we're getting so far that's going to be like demonstrating the like power and like prowess of the Switch 2. But I still think we're not there yet. Like until they release like a dedicated Nintendo like Switch 2 game that's only on Switch 2 that they've spent years developing with Switch 2 hardware, I think we're just not there yet. But this is definitely a glimpse into that.
Yeah, even when you look at like the new Mario Kart and Donkey Kong, they're great games for Switch 2. They're great Switch 2 games, but they were developed for Switch 1 originally. They've been in development for that long.
Years, yeah.
Donkey Kong's a good example of it. It's phenomenal. But yeah, Metroid's the first one that's really pushing its limits from Nintendo. And like you say, we're so early on. It's obviously the start of it. The Ubisoft ports are a great example of what's possible. Another great example of what's possible actually dropped this week as well.
I know, yeah.
Just random
crazy,
shadow drop.
Yep.
Yeah, Tomb Raider Shadow, whatever the hell it's called.
It's Tomb Raider. Yeah, it's so you're thinking of Shadow of the Tomb Raider, which is one of the games, but that's the third one. I believe this is just the first game, or is it the first and second game?
First and second. It's like a definitive bundle, isn't it?
Yeah, it might be. So I'm not clear on whether it's just one So in my head, I think it's actually just Tomb Raider. I should have just double checked this beforehand. I even looked at it, got the prices up and everything. I feel like it's just Tomb Raider 1, like the remake from 2013 that's been like polished over years.
Yeah, it's a beautiful looking game.
Oh, it's an incredible game. I actually completed this game, believe it or not. If we're talking, this is the completionist podcast, right?
Completed it, mate.
I've actually completed this game, and I finished it on the Steam Deck OLED, believe it or not. Great game. But yeah, it's old, but it's had different iterations from like PS3, PS4, PS5. There's like all these different iterations, but it literally got shadow dropped. So Tomb Raider just came out of nowhere, and it's on Switch 1 and Switch 2.
There's a Switch 1 version of it?
Yeah, and they differ. So, like I said, this game is so old that there's like been a complete overhaul of this game. So you've got the original version, and then you've got the more like current version, and it's kind of somewhere in between these Switch versions. It's kind of like a mix between the oldest version and the new version. It's like weird, like it's somewhere sat in the middle. But there's no upgrade path. So if you bought the Switch 1 version on the Switch 2, you're screwed. You just get the Switch 1 version. You can't change it. You'd have to buy it again with the Switch 2 version. So what is with that? I think that should be illegal. Like, I think it should be, if you've bought a game, even by accident, whatever, there should be like a paid upgrade path to make sure that you don't do this. Yeah. Or maybe if you're buying it on a Switch 2, it should just not allow you.
That's what it should
show
do.
You it.
It should just hardware read, which it can do, the store, and just be like, I'm just going to show you the Switch 2 version of this game.
Yeah. And if you try and buy the Switch 1 version, I think it should just flip in the background to push you the Switch 2 version.
Are they the same price? Oh,
exactly the same price. And what shocked me even more, I was thinking they're going to be like £30, $30 games. Nope. Full price, it's £16.39. What is with that price? But yeah, so full price £16.39. No idea what it is in America, but cheap, under $20, right? And it's on sale currently for $14.75. I was like, that's less than £15 for this game. It is by far worth that. Like, if you've got no other way of playing it,
it's £15 worth of entertainment easily, isn't it? You got a couple of weeks playing that game.
It's an incredible game.
Switch 2 version runs at 60 FPS.
Yeah. And again, it's this kind of like weird mix between like the old version and the new version.
Yeah.
And Switch 1 version is just 30 FPS, and you can see, like, I've looked at like gameplay and stuff. You can see like the heavy upscaling and like issues going on in the background, like artifacts and stuff.
Yeah.
But the Switch 2 version looks good. Like, it looks good, and for this price point, I was shocked by it. I was expecting it to be double the price.
I guess they felt they had to. Yeah, I would have pinned it at £30. £30, $30 kind of game, but I guess they felt like they didn't need to charge a lot for it because it's such an old, in brackets, old game now. Yeah, but what's exciting me is that slowly the things that we talked about pre-Switch 2 launch is happening. It's just happening a bit slower than we hoped, and that's that. Yes. All of these fantastic third-party games are slowly being ported over now that they're realising that there's possibilities for them to run well.
Yeah.
Like Nintendo going back to opening up to the third parties more.
Yes.
And moreover, because it's not like that was never a thing, that they did have a lot of third party anyway, but moreover, with the Switch 2, you're actually having a consistently good experience. Obviously, this isn't going to compete with what the experience is on your Series X or on an Xbox Ally X or something. Like,
yeah, of course,
it's not as good as that, but you're having a consistently good experience. You're running this game at 60 FPS. You're getting games running 4K 60. Like,
yeah,
it's good enough now.
Switch 1, yeah, it's far better than Switch 1. Switch 1 was like always noticeably kind of on the back end, always felt weak.
Yes.
Whereas now, I don't feel that from the Switch 2. And I still don't feel we've seen enough from it yet because again, devs never got the freaking.
They haven't got the dev kits yet, but it's starting to happen. Is there an argument now? Do you think that if you were in a situation where you could only have one console and that's it, would the Switch 2 be a good recommendation?
It's getting there. I do think it's getting there. Again, it's all game dependent. Like, but we're slowly starting to see stuff like Outlaws, Shadows, Assassin's Creed, stuff like that, like coming out like more and more and more. Then again, game dependent, and I think it needs a bit more time to mature to see these devs actually start pushing out more stuff. But it could be, for sure. Like, especially if you're just an average gamer and you want to have a home console that you can take out with you. That's what the Switch brought. Like, that's where all these PC handhelds came from. Is the Switch. The Switch is what really drove forth. Like, handhelds are viable now, and that's why everyone else jumped on it as well. So I think it's getting there, that this could be your one and done console, and it could be for many people already, especially if you're a Nintendo fan. Then you're eating good because you're getting all your Nintendo games, and then you're actually getting stuff like Shadows, which it barely even came out, and it's already getting a port. Like, it's really, really cool. And I'm still hearing rumors about like GTA 6 like potentially could be coming. I don't believe that, but we'll have to wait and see.
At this point, I wouldn't be surprised. Logically, I'd say no. There's no way. There's no way that they would be making a scaled back or an upscaled version or whatever, however they would do it. But you're seeing things coming out from like the Take-Two CEO and stuff, and talking about embracing PC, embracing Switch, and like going, well, maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe they just know that they need to embrace all platforms, and that Nintendo's a huge one.
A massive one.
I have these like weird fantasies of like, what if I only had one console? What if I had to get rid of everything, just be a one and done? And I think right now I would pick the Switch 2 personally.
Yeah, really.
Especially if I was going down that completionist route of like, I'm just gonna play a game till completion, then the next game. If I was gonna be a bit more kind of measured about everything, the amount of games that's there already that are good. By the time I get through those, by the time I get through Shadows and Outlaws and then Tomb Raider and get through these games and get to the end, what else is coming? There's a lot that's coming. There's a lot that we haven't even heard about as well. But also have access to all the Nintendo games as well.
Yeah.
It's weird how open it's become.
Can you stop lying to yourself here? Because I know the real reason that you're saying this is because all the Final Fantasy games are coming out on Switch 2. There's the real reason, right? Just wipe away all this fluff around it.
Yeah. I just want to play Final Fantasy 7 again, and I need a reason.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and handheld.
Yeah. God, yeah. I just want to play it. I want to play it in a way that didn't look horrendous like it did on the PS5.
Well, we can see that the Switch 2 will probably run it better than the PS5 did.
Yeah. It's just about optimization, isn't it? Every time.
Yeah.
That game is horrendously optimized to the PlayStation.
I can't believe it was so sad when I was playing it on PC, like 4K maxed out, and I was sending you screenshots, and you were like, "What game is this?" I don't even know what game this is.
I don't recognise this area at all.
Oh no, you were playing it like 360p. I was like, I felt so bad for you.
It was horrendous, and if you put it in quality mode, there is no way it was anywhere near 30 FPS. There was just no way. It was down at the low 20s. When you pan a camera and you can feel it chopping?
Yeah.
Like, this is low. This is really low. It kind of makes you feel a bit sick.
Yeah.
Like,
sad times.
I can put up with not playing at 60 FPS on stuff. I can. If I can get, like, it looks good and it's around the 45 mark, then I'm all right. I'm happy.
Perfect. Golden. That's fine.
Yeah, it will do. Especially for, like, a narrative game like that. I'm just playing through.
Yeah.
Like, it's not competitive.
Yeah.
But yeah, when you get below 30 and when it's staying there, it actually makes me feel a bit sick.
Yeah, it's bad, isn't it? Yeah, it's not good.
It's like playing the consoles, or it's like playing a Sega Mega Drive again. And like, you play 2-player games and they're like chopping
2-player
down.
Sonic.
2-player Sonic, yes. It chops
where it
down
just
to
cuts the frame rate,
like 10 FPS.
Sonic, why are you so slow?
I want to. I was going to jump straight to the showcase,
okay,
and then come back to the Ally X updates, because we're talking about games, and there was the Xbox
true.
Partner Showcase, and the game part of it. There was a lot of mention of the Switch 2 as well.
There was, yeah. I can't tell you exactly which games, but I saw the Switch 2 logo a lot.
And before I want to talk about any of the games in particular that kind of interested, let's be honest, you, nothing really piqued my interest. Anyway.
Oh, that's a shame.
No. Anyway, this is the first partner showcase that I can recall, and in the comments, maybe correct us if we're wrong, but it's the first one that I can recall that they've really leaned on showing everyone what platforms every game is coming to.
I swear this is the first. In my knowledge, this is the first, because normally, whether that's a PlayStation, a Nintendo, or an Xbox Direct, it's just, look at it coming to our console only, and then later you find out, hang on, that's on Steam, that's on PlayStation, that's on this, and you're like, they didn't tell you that because they want you to think it's just on this console. And I've even had people after those showcases coming to me like, oh, you're going to get this game on Xbox that's come out. I'm like, mate, it's available on everything. I'll just buy it on PC. And they're like, what? Like, I thought it was only Xbox. It's like, yeah, well, they're going to tell you that because they want you to buy it there. But actually, it's on everything. Whereas, like you said, the first game that came up, I noticed at the end, it showed everything. Like Switch 2, PlayStation, Steam, Game Pass, like all this kind of stuff. I was like, whoa, like I wasn't expecting that. So I think that's a good thing. Like, show everyone that it's out on everything.
It definitely shows you where Xbox are at.
Yeah.
Like, they're just kind of like, they're pulling down the walls. They want everyone in. They want to get every one of their games out to everyone. They're making the first move, as it were, the olive branch. But I saw everything, obviously, Xbox Series, Xbox Cloud, like everything was there. Xbox Play Anywhere. This was the Xbox Play Anywhere showcase.
Oh, yeah.
And they're making a big deal of ensuring everyone knows that now because of Xbox PC and handhelds. This is an Xbox.
And that's the thing. Before the Xbox Allies even came out, we were saying, like, we're not there yet for this to be a viable Xbox handheld, because it's almost like it came out too soon. I still feel like the Xbox handheld should have come out next year or the year after, and all of this stuff should have been rolling forward first.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? So that when it dropped, all of this is already in place, rather than like backwards. Announce the thing before any of these features are even a thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, it just seemed a little bit backwards to me, and it still feels a little bit backwards to me. But we're now finally getting to the point where, okay, like the Xbox handhelds are like an actual Xbox in a way, and also like anything's an Xbox now. Do you know what I mean? Like, all your PCs are an Xbox, everything's an Xbox, and I saw rumors that, this partner direct, everything's going to be a Play Anywhere title, and I was kind of thinking, really, like, are we there already? And I thought maybe not, maybe we'll see more, but not all of them. And every game, the first thing I was looking for was that big tile in the corner, Play Anywhere, and every single game on that showcase was Play Anywhere. Now that's actually really big, because developers have to make the effort to do this. So like, Xbox and Microsoft are going to be like, hey, like, can you was beforehand like what they were doing, like, please, and people were just like, nah, we ain't going to do that. Why would we give it away twice for one sale? Do you know what I mean? Like, because otherwise you're banking on the sales of someone buying it on Xbox and on Steam, so you're getting 2 times the price. So I don't really know how this is going to work out in the end, but I know that Microsoft have been bribing developers with a more, like, a bigger slice of the pie per sale if they implement Play Anywhere, which makes sense, so that they get more money per sale, so that they're not taking as much of a hit as not selling it twice, I guess. But
I think that they have to do that. They have to take a financial hit, because, like you say, the developers are losing out on the Steam sales.
Yeah.
Basically.
I mean, I don't know if they're losing out, because, I mean, you're either a PC player or you're an Xbox player that might have a PC.
Very true.
Like,
very true.
Like, so even for me, that I've got an Xbox, and my number one thing I've hated, and me and my wife have complained for literal years, is that if we bought a game on Xbox, we have to rebuy it on PC, and we're both Xbox and PC gamers. So it's always been like this real big pet peeve, whereas that's gone now. If you buy it on Xbox, I can literally pick up my Ally or my Legion or whatever, or a laptop, and continue where I left off, which is literally what I've been asking for decades. But like, for me, even though I'm a huge hypocrite because I just said I'm an Xbox gamer, I would still buy it on Steam. Unless it's on Game Pass. If it's on Game Pass, then I'll play it. And then I can play it on Xbox and on PC, and I will play it on the Xbox storefront. But if I'm going to physically shell out money for that game, my Steam library is huge, and I'm just going to add to that. I'm sorry, Microsoft.
Why do you think? Because you're not alone in that. That's not that's a very common reaction. And I think from the PC side of things, does anyone ever buy anything from the Microsoft Store? Like,
I don't know. Like, I don't know. I was more inclined to buy physicals for the Xbox, mainly because I've been like a collector for so long. But now I kind of hate that because of the lack of Play Anywhere. It's like, this game's Play Anywhere. Yeah, but not if you've got physical.
Yeah.
Like, you know, so now it's not Play Anywhere. It's kind of like sometimes Play Anywhere if you bought the digital. Like, you know, so it kind of annoys me. So now I'm actually spending less money with Xbox because I'm actively not buying physicals. So I'm just relying on Game Pass. That's it. Because I would rather buy the game on Steam than I would on the Xbox account. Because I've got a few digital things on Xbox, but like, I mean, we're talking like probably under 10, where I've got like multiple hundreds on Steam. Like, you know, so I'd rather just stay with that collection of games than have it split more.
Do you also think it's like a price thing as well? You feel like you're more likely to get a deal on Steam than you are from the Microsoft Store?
Yeah, in a way. I mean, Steam's sales are bigger, I would argue. Yeah, like, so eventually, if you sit on games as long as I do on your wish list, then yeah, you'll probably get them cheaper. But
I tell you one thing about
big sales on Xbox as well.
I tell you one thing about the Xbox sales that will that really annoy me. If you add games to your wish list, which we all do quite often, so like on Steam, you add games to your wish list. When they go on sale, it's like you got. Go buy them now, they're on your wish list.
Oh yeah, you get an email immediately.
Yeah, like, same thing happens on Xbox. It's just cool. What really annoys me though is that if you've already bought the game,
it doesn't tell you.
It just keeps telling you a game on your wish list is on sale. You go to I've already bought that game a year ago.
Yeah,
you have to go and remove it from your wish. That just little quality of life things. Just sort them out.
I'm pretty sure on Steam once you've bought the game, it removes it.
Just
or if
sense.
It doesn't, it just grays it out. Like, it doesn't have the buy now like thing when you go to the wish list. I think it just says, like, you know, basically implying you've already got it. Yeah, but yeah, that is annoying. Yeah, but yeah, I just don't buy games on Xbox. Sorry, Phil.
I'm all right about it. Don't worry. So, how many games did we see in all? 3, 6, like 16 games. It looked like.
There's a lot. Like, there's a lot. Some in those screen grabs that I've put up on there, there's like repeats. So the ones that are like on Game Pass.
Yeah, I was going to say 16 games in total, and I think 9 coming to Game Pass.
Yeah.
All of them Play Anywhere. All of them cross-platform.
Yeah.
From what I saw.
I think so, yeah.
Leaning hard on the Play Anywhere, leaning hard on the cloud part as well, which is... Again, really important for Xbox as they go forward, especially with the Xbox Ally.
Yeah, with the base one.
Let's be honest. They're touting this as a streaming machine. There's not a lot that's been said about it yet. Like, I know they're out, but not a lot of people are talking about them.
No,
there's a couple of people in our Discord, our channel members, that have one. And I can think of one off the top of my head, and he was talking about having a great experience with it, which is awesome to see.
Yeah.
But they have to cater. They have to cater for both. Well, they have to cater for the Series S, the Series X, and both of these handhelds now, which is a really which cloud kind of does for everything, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What I'm going to ask you what stood out for you.
Yep.
I'm going to say that nothing really piqued my interest massively. It felt like 007 and Hitman World of Assassination showed me how horribly shilling games can get.
Oh, the M&M drop. What was with that?
The M&M drop felt like a Fortnite collab or something. It was so weird.
It actually, like, the character models and stuff just made me think of like WWF titles on the PS2.
2K.
Like, I don't know. Yeah, like I don't know. I know it's WWE now or whatever, but
Yeah.
but it really felt like that. I thought like Eminem was going to get in a ring with like the Hitman guy, and I was like, what is going on here? Like I don't even know. Why did Eminem look so young? Like he's not like 20 anymore.
I know.
Like, he's like in his 50s.
Yeah, easily. And the 007 one, I know that it's always been an Aston Martin and he always wears an Amiga watch and all the rest of it. I know it.
Yeah.
But, like, the whole thing felt like an Aston Martin TV advert.
Christina, my wife, literally thought it was going to be a racing game.
Yep. 100%.
She was like, oh, is this a new racing game? Like, she was getting excited. I went, no, it's just 007. She was like, oh.
I mean, game looks all right.
It's just Hitman.
It is just Hitman.
Are we going to see
with Aston
Eminem
Martin.
in 007?
Probably. Why not? If he
Yeah.
pays to do a collab,
Yeah.
why not?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, they were the standout moments for me of like cringeness. Like,
Yeah,
oh, God.
those were random. Yeah. And the other one, what was it called? Like Raji or something like that? Like,
Yeah.
it was just a CGI
Raji,
trailer. And at the end, they were like, learn more about this, like, beautifully in-depth, like, scenery and this, that, and the other. I was like, you've shown us nothing.
Yeah.
Like, literally, it was a CGI trailer. I don't know if this is an RTS game. Like,
No idea.
what game is it? Is it a first-person shooter? I don't know. Do you know what I
It
mean?
actually does my head in on these previews and these showcases and stuff when the rendered section is too long.
Yeah, that whole thing was just a rendered thing. It could have been a mobile game. I have no idea. And they were like hyping it up.
Could have been
at
a
the end.
movie.
Yeah, like I don't know what this is. Like I don't know anything about it. So yeah, wicked. Cheers. The
Yeah.
opposite for me was one game where as soon as I saw the intro to it, I knew exactly what that game was. They made no reference to the first game whatsoever in
I know
the
you said
trailer,
that.
which was really weird. Yeah, or Fist 2 is what I'm going to call it. So it came on. I went, that's Fist. Like immediately, same characters, everything. I was like, yeah. Like this is a side-scrolling platformer, Metroidvania style action platformer, whatever you want to call it. Didn't get well received the first game. I liked it. Like beautiful graphics. It was good. There was some issues, like buggy issues and stuff, whatever. Like I liked it. And honestly, I thought I'd never see that game again because it wasn't very well received. Kind of like Biomutant. Everyone like didn't like that, right?
Yeah.
So it's that kind of vibe, right? But even though that wasn't a platformer. But anyway, so I was like seeing this big CGI trailer and I was waiting for it to go into side-scrolling platformer. Right, yeah, no, like 2.5D platformer.
Totally.
And then the camera like goes from CGI like to over the shoulder third person. And I was like, what? Like, that was the biggest shock for me because I knew the first game, right? I played it. So I was like, that blew my mind. I think that looks wicked. And then they came up with a name. I was like, Zoo Punk.
It's weird that they made no reference to Fist.
No, they made none. No reference.
Are they
at all.
trying to avoid it, do you think? Because it wasn't
I
that
think
successful.
So. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I've got the collector's edition behind me, literally like up here somewhere.
Yeah.
Like of Fist. So yeah, weird.
It's a weird one. There was a lot
But
of
that one
dark
looked good.
games, wasn't there?
There
Quite
was.
a dark kind of almost
Yeah.
Halloween vibe to the whole thing.
Yeah. So that Total Chaos is out now on Game Pass,
Yeah.
cross-platform, whatever. Play anywhere, I want to say. And that looked pretty cool. It's like a first-person shooter, like horror, like looks real dark. I want to give that a go. I know it's come out. I haven't had time, but I do want to actually give that a go. That Crossworn or Crowsworn? Yeah.
Crowsworn,
Like that looked.
yeah.
Yeah, that looked wicked with a like plague, doctor like dude.
Swords and pistols. Like.
Yeah, I can't tell if it's a Metroidvania or just an action platformer, but either way, I'm definitely playing that, especially because it's on Game Pass. 100% doing that. That looks wicked.
Again, we've said it so many times. Yes, because there are games are on Game Pass. Yeah, I'm just going to try them, and there'll be nice surprises. I always have to remember my my initial reactions to things versus what they like to play. I need to kind of like temper my initial reactions because I remember the partner showcase where Doom: The Dark Ages was announced. Yeah. And in the same one, it was quite a big one. There was a lot of big hitters in that. There was
that was
South of Midnight was in it, and Expedition 33 was in it.
Yes.
And I remember specifically talking about Expedition 33 and going, I don't know, a French RPG? I don't know if I like it.
I remember you saying that. Yeah.
And because it was on Game Pass, I was like, well, I'll try it.
And you
Day
loved it.
one, installed it. Yeah, it's the best game of the last year by a mile. Yeah.
And if we look back, this has been a kind of running. I think this is your inner PlayStation pony being hurt.
Yeah,
because every time we've had a game that's been showcased in a direct, you're like, looks a bit rubbish, and then when you play it, you're like, loved it. Remember Indiana Jones?
Yes.
We both said this looks crap.
It looked awful.
It looked terrible. Like, how are they going to mix between like first person, third person?
Yeah.
And we were like, nah, it looks a bit clunky. It looks like it's going to be one of those bad movie games, And then played it, and you were like, completed it, loved it.
I had a great time in that game.
Yeah, I think it's a brilliant game. I haven't completed it, classic, but I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I know. I've got to be mindful of my reactions to stuff, and when I always go into these and I'm like, oh, nothing really piques my interest. Game Pass will let me try these games for free.
Yeah,
in my head,
And that's the thing. The first game that shocked me was that Armatus, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
I really like the look of this. This looks wicked. I was like, yeah, this looks great. Open it, literally the opening game, and that was the first game where they then showed at the end coming on every single console, including Switch 2.
Yeah.
I was like, wow. But what the thing they've got up their sleeve, the ace up the sleeve, is Xbox Play Anywhere, Game Pass. So it's like, wow. Like, so yeah, you can play it on anything else, but you're going to have to pay for it. And it might suck. Whereas if you had Game Pass subscription, if it sucks, you just uninstall it and you didn't buy it.
Yeah.
So that's the way I saw it. I was like, wicked. I could play this game effectively for free.
It's such a win, isn't it? It is such a win.
Yeah. It's a massive win.
Was there any others that piqued your interest?
Reanimal. I'm glad that's Play Anywhere. That's Little Nightmares. I played the demo. Yeah, talked about it in the last podcast, I think.
It's Little Nightmares 3.5, isn't it?
Pretty much, yeah. The other things, I don't really care for Dave the Diver and stuff like that. Vampire Crawlers looked really cool. Not for me. I don't like card games.
It's a card building game, isn't it?
Yeah, but Vampire Survivor, which I do like, was a big hit, like a viral hit, wasn't it? Whereas this is a card-based game. I think my wife's going to love this. She loves stuff like Balatro or that kind of thing. And there was another one. There was like a horror gambling game. I want to say it was Clover Pit or Clove Pit or something like that.
Yeah, Clover Pit.
And that is that's a follow-on from a game that previous came out where it's a horror like cycle game. You're like stuck in a room. You're gonna die hundreds of times, but it's also a card game or something, and you've got to like play cards against the devil basically. And if you like mess up even once, you're like dead, and then you start again. Like your character's dead, and then you're the next like sacrifice or whatever that comes out, and you've got to like every time you die, you can progress a little bit to find like a key that opens a lock in the room or whatever, and then you slowly progress by this repeat. And this is the same people. But now it's a gambling thing, so you're locked in a room, you're going to die over and over and over again, but you've got to play a slot machine. And, like, I know my wife's going to love that. Like, that's the kind of thing that she loved the first one. So that stood out for me for her. Other than that, Total Chaos looked kind of cool. I didn't really... that's the one that's out now, which I'm like kind of excited. Oh, the one I was thinking of is Echo Generation 2. Looked weird because it reminded me of, like, old school games like PS1 games, but like I don't think I'd play it. It's not really my cup of tea. But they titled it number 2, but I've no idea about the first one. Is that even a thing, or have they just come straight out with a 2 in the name? I don't know.
There must be a 1. It wouldn't make sense otherwise. So. But it totally new to me, so I've not experienced it. Maybe I have, and I've completely forgotten. Maybe it was like 20 years ago.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah.
I'm going to
try and keep an open mind about this, especially if I flip over to the Game Pass games, I'll try and keep an open mind about them. I'm more excited about the whole thing that it doesn't matter that the games don't jump out to me. What matters is that they're embracing the wider things, and Xbox are kind of pulling down the walls of everything, showing that it's come to PS5, showing that it's on Steam, showing that it's switched to Play Anywhere, Xbox Cloud. Do you know what I really want to do is spend some time actually testing Xbox Cloud gaming.
Yeah, I want to
properly
try it as well.
Since the updates to it, I've heard all the stuff. I've heard about the 1440p and that it's really good now.
Yeah.
I want to try it now, see how viable it actually is.
Yeah, that's the thing I want to try as well, because I think it would look great on the Legion Go 2's OLED screen.
Yeah.
Streaming it to that, big screen experience kind of thing. Or even just docking something and just trying it on the PC or whatever it might be, just to see how it is. Because I tried, we talked about this quite a while ago now, probably the beginning of the year, when I bought the tablet that I'm talking to you on right now. So I bought like an OLED tablet that's got like 144 hertz display, and I was like, I'm going to put an Xbox controller on it. I'm going to stream to it, and I streamed to it, and it was like 1080p only, 30 FPS. I was like, this sucks, and I never did it again. And now this would be a perfect device to stream to. Like a 2K display, 144 hertz or whatever. I know they only do 1440p 60, but it would be great now. Yeah. Like on this OLED tablet. So I'm up for trying it out on different scenarios. But I think they are finally getting to where we were like predicting they were going to be, when everyone was like, oh, Xbox are like, they don't know what they're doing. And we're like, no, they're trying to step into the future here, with what they're doing, and try and make this big ecosystem where everything's an Xbox. And I think we're almost there.
It comes off the back of failure, which is the problem, because the failure is like, in recent generations, the consoles have not stacked up compared to the competitors on sales. For hardware, I mean, like the Series X is a phenomenal bit of hardware, but especially for the price, it does still surprise me. It's at the price at launch, that is. Because it comes off the back of a series of kind of commercial failures. They're the whipping boys. So anything they do that's different to the norm is like it's going to get a load of flack as a consequence. Yes. It's going to be laughed at because they're the failure company. But I totally agree. All of these moves that look like admitting surrender in a console war are actually just them going, okay, the status quo is not working. We need to do something different, and we think the future is going to look like this, so let's get ahead of it. Yeah. PlayStation are making moves to copy them in the background, for certain. Yes. PlayStation PC is happening, like the PC launcher.
Yeah, bring it on. If it means like day one PC games from PlayStation, then it only benefits everybody. It benefits them because they will get way more sales than they ever do on PlayStation, and it benefits the gamers. So why not? Like, why have you been so like guarded about your little garden that no one cares about? Like, just put it everywhere. Play on whatever you want to play on. Who gives a crap? Do you know what I mean? Like, I've always had that opinion. Just buy the freaking game, play it. If the game's good, great. Do you know what I mean? Like, I hate that you have to have all these different devices and stuff. Now, like, you can have, play it wherever, and I love that. I mean, I sold my PlayStation. Was it this year or last year? I want to say last year. Like, because games were started trickling out on PC more, and I was confident that one day we'll get there. Yeah, so I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go for it, and I'm now waiting. So it's up to them. If they want more money, then start releasing more PC games.
Well, we saw the leaks with the cross purchasing system that they're bringing out, the PlayStation PS5/PC. I think by the time the PS6 comes and they've got a handheld, I think it will just be here. I think they'll acknowledge it. And I think there's a realization that it actually doesn't impact the sales too much because the brand PlayStation and its hardware manufacturing is so strong. It's got such a loyal fan base. A PlayStation comes out, people are going to buy it in their tens of millions. It's just how it is now.
Absolutely, yeah. And the average gamer will absolutely buy the console.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's only
just the easier way of doing it.
Yeah, it's only the enthusiasts that are like into the gaming PCs and all that kind of stuff that might be hopping around between most like systems or whatever. I don't think they're going to lose out by doing this. No,
I'm kind of with you on that. It's the old school idea that exclusivity sold consoles.
Yeah,
which it did. It did back in the day.
It did. Back in the day, but we've moved on now.
I don't think it's the case anymore. Although saying that, I bet if GTA 6, when that came out, if that was just on, let's do a fantasy. I'm not going to say the obvious one. It was just on Switch 2. How many Switch 2s would they sell as a consequence?
Oh yeah, they would sell loads because people have always bought systems for like big games like that.
Yeah,
So I don't think it matters what system it was on. It would just sell, if it was exclusive, it absolutely would sell that system. Totally. Yeah.
Be a tricky one. Although historically, when I've been in a situation to only have one system, I've just looked longingly at the others and gone, "Oh, I wish I had that, but I can't."
Yeah, same.
Do you know that kind of situation? It's like, "Oh well, I can't play Halo. Oh well, I wish I could." It just is what it is. I want to talk about Microsoft a little bit more, but the Windows team.
Oh yeah.
Just not getting the memo, basically.
Yeah, about Xbox. Yeah. About the Xbox allies.
Yeah, apparently the people in the Windows team don't speak to ASUS anymore.
They're on the spam filter on the emails. Mark as spam.
Another little shadow. It was literally a shadow drop right at the end of this partner direct. Slapped at the end. One tile. No words, no explanation, just small print.
Yep.
But Xbox full screen experience coming to all handhelds as of the day of today, as of we're filming this, so a couple of days ago for you guys, 21st of November. I was like, WTF for that. That's like, what? Because I mean, we've shown people, we've talked about it, like you could technically already install it if you were part of the Insider program, or you knew how to do the workarounds, and it was
or you
there.
Watched our video.
Yeah, it was there, so it wasn't hard to find. But to make it official, like it's officially rolled out,
this shocked me.
A big deal.
Because we only just had word from Microsoft literally like 2 weeks ago that they were testing it on the MSI Claw.
Weird.
And that was it. And they specifically mentioned the Claw, and in this tile, the only other handheld in it is the Claw.
Yeah.
So, like, I was like, okay, well, maybe they'll roll out. When I saw this tile and I saw the Claw, is the first thing I noticed. I thought, oh, it's now officially out on the Claw. Yeah. No, just all Windows handhelds. I was like, hey, like, what? Like, so you've just said, oh, we're testing it on the Claw, but now you're like, screw it, just everyone can have it.
Like, here's the madness of this whole thing, to show you how, or to kind of express how disorganized this feels from the Windows side of stuff. These are the official lines that we heard. At the announcement of the Xbox Ally X, Xbox full screen experience was going to be exclusive to the ASUS devices for at least 12 months. That was the official line, right?
Yeah.
12 months would be October next year. About a week later, we hear that the Lenovo Legion Go 2 will have it by spring.
Yep.
That was the official line. So 6 months. You go, oh, that's rubbish for ASUS and all the work they've done on this Xbox handheld. But 6 months is 6 months. Okay, there it is. Then you have whispers of them working with different companies to see if it will work. The next thing is the Insider program happens post-launch.
Before the launch of the Xbox Allies.
Yes. Yeah. So you have this Insider program happens, and Windows full screen experience, Xbox full screen experience is potentially on all devices.
It was just out, yeah.
It was the same week as launch, wasn't it? I remember.
Because it was beforehand. Yeah, it was before it even came out, like, which I found hilarious.
So it was out there in the wild. Obviously, it was bundled in as part of the Windows update that rolled out, and they were like, well, that's the only way we can distribute it. So, which was, I remember talking about at the time, was such an obvious problem of this whole thing.
Yeah.
There's only one way in which they distribute updates.
Yeah.
And it's the same for everyone. Yeah. It's just pushed out. And they don't discern between hardware. Not particularly.
And it didn't even stay in the Insider program for long, because very shortly after, 25H2 rolled out just publicly. Yeah. And then you could just enable full screen experience with a line of code or with a little download from somewhere. Like, it was super easy to do. What I find weird is that the MSI Claw was getting tested and like talked about, like, we're testing functionality of full screen experience before the original Allies.
Yes.
from ASUS,
Yeah.
who make your Xbox Ally. Like, what?
Where's
what's
this
that about?
partnership at? Like, what?
Yeah,
the
yeah,
disorganization of it is
Yeah.
insane. So we're now at a situation where 1 month and 5 days after the launch of their flagship device with this flagship operating system that had exclusivity for a year, it's now available on all PC handhelds.
Yeah.
So they had it for a month.
Yeah.
And they didn't even really have it for that month. Do you
No.
think this is a reaction to the fact that they realised that they fumbled it by rolling it out in 25H2, and they thought,
Maybe.
well, we've got to go and make it official now anyway because it is everywhere? Or do you think
Yeah.
this was always their intention?
I reckon for Windows, it's probably always their intention.
It feels like that to me.
Yeah. They probably said something different to ASUS.
Yeah.
I
If I
feel
was-
like this was always the intention.
This is the thing. If I was ASUS now, I would be... well, the honeymoon was a bumpy one anyway, and I think now it's looking at an annulment. I would not, if we're using the marriage metaphor. Now, I would can't imagine anyone there is happy about this.
I can't imagine they're happy, but equally we're seeing the reports that it's selling so much better than we all expected, even though they're not giving us figures.
Yeah.
So I guess Aces are probably happy, provided they sell units. They only make money off the unit.
Yeah.
So, I guess providing people are buying it and it is in high demand, and that they can actually keep up with supply, because that's a different story entirely, then I guess Asus don't care. Do you know what I mean? Like they were never the ones for software. They're a hardware manufacturer at the end of the day. So do they care? Do they not? Like,
I think they'd care in as much of they've got Xbox on the title of their product.
yeah,
And what's the point of that title now?
Yeah, I get you. When anything's an Xbox,
When
Yeah,
all
but-
of them are
but
the same.
But before the Xbox Ally was even announced, the everything's an Xbox had already been coming out.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
totally.
Like, so they kind of almost knew what they were in for.
I just question what's the collaboration about?
Yeah, no, I don't get it either, because anything's an Xbox. Like,
Yeah,
my Legion Go 2 is an Xbox now.
it is now.
you know.
Like it definitely is
Yeah.
now. If you want it to be, like, what was the collaboration about? The controller horns, because there was like unique selling points of the device. They're in a market of an enthusiast's space. Expensive devices, high performance for the form factor.
Yeah.
They're in a very competitive space, and in truth, there was like 3 or 4 devices in that space that they're competing with at the same time. Their unique selling point was 3 things that differentiated them from the rest: the controller horns, the full screen experience, and the AI processor.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're totally right. Yeah.
If you were to take those away and you go, well, is it performance per pound better than the Legion Go 2? Well, that's very questionable. Does it have the best? Like, it has negatives against it that are positives elsewhere. Those were the 3 things that you could say, hands down, this is solid.
Yes.
They've taken away the Xbox part, full screen experience. They haven't done anything with the AI tops yet. That's still a fantasy as far as we can tell.
Yeah.
Copilot is gonna what? We still don't know. Nothing.
Yeah. I mean, I agree
wouldn't
with
be
you, yeah.
shocked to hear at the end nothing. By the
Yes,
time a replacement comes, it didn't do anything.
Yeah, I mean, it is sad because we were so hyped for an upgrade over the Ally X, and I feel like it's not. Do you know what I mean? If you've got an Ally X, there's no reason to buy an Xbox Ally X now.
Now
So
they've
it's
rolled out
basically
full
the
screen
same
experience.
device. Yeah, well, exactly. And
The handles?
you got some handles. Cool. Just
They're
put
cool.
a grip on it.
Yeah, put a grip on it. They are cool. It is the best for me. I love how it feels. It feels very compact and well balanced, even though it is actually quite big and bulky.
Yeah, it's weird. I've going to get a lot of flack for this, but the more I've kind of been using all of these devices, the more I think I preferred the Ally X's design over the Xbox Ally X.
The pancake.
I like the smaller form factor pancake. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it just feels more
Do you know
compact.
which one really shocked me for its ergonomics is the A8.
Yeah. That is surprising actually, because they've managed to keep it like just screen basically, and yet it feels good. Yeah,
It's got nice like handles on it.
Yeah, on the back. Yeah,
very surprising how well that feels in hand. Or go back to the original Allies. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I feel gutted. I feel gutted because we waxed lyrical so much about this at launch when we first got to see it in Cologne and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Because it was pure hype.
Yeah, and,
we were so hyped. Yeah.
The potential of full screen experience was so huge, and it was only available in this one place. It was like, this is massive.
That. It was a unique selling point. Like, it's just this, and they were like really touting all of the features that were going to be available on this thing, which right now are like either not there at all or just available on everything. Do you know what I mean? Like, all of this stuff was meant to be exclusive, like the full screen experience, 6 to 12 months, like exclusivity, AI stuff coming like really soon, next year. No, like nothing. Like you said, like what is exclusive to it? The handles, like, and the AI, which is not even utilized right now. Like, it's a tough one. It's a tough one. I still think they're brilliant devices.
Well, it's the cheapest. It's the cheapest of the Z2Es. That's a unique selling point now.
Absolutely, yeah.
So like you say, it's still a fantastic device, and for the price, it's an amazing, really.
Yeah, I just don't see it as the upgrade over the Ally X that we were hoping for.
Yeah. Again, all the potential problems that we saw, that we talked about, like it's a weird generation, and it's kind of like stuck in the middle of between two like clear, distinct performance generations, and some of the services from like Xbox aren't quite there yet. They're still rolling stuff out like Play Anywhere and all that. We talked about all of that, about the potential problems, but they become magnified when Windows go and pull this.
Yeah, and just drop it on everything. Yeah. And like immediately. It wasn't even like in 6 months. Like, do you know what I mean? It was like tomorrow. It's like, what?
The other huge part of this is that its full screen experience is coming to all PCs.
Yeah, so the only current way of doing it really is with the GitHub hack, where you can download like a little installer and basically break it to make it work on like PCs. But this, like, having official like confirmation that yes, this is coming to desktops and laptops, that's brilliant, because I thought, maybe they're going to stick it to handhelds for the next 12 months.
Yeah.
But literally, like within a month, just saying, no, we're just going to put it like out on PC as well. I'm really happy for this, because I do have a dedicated gaming PC, which I have a stupid little keyboard by the side of my sofa just to log into the thing.
Yeah.
Like, and then like do menial stuff to then launch like big picture mode or Xbox app, whatever. But for me to actually now just literally press on my PC, pick up my controller, be able to sign in, and then just immediately get, like, I'm actually going to use this on my desktop.
Yeah,
absolutely will. Like, and I think it's going to be really good for that.
Yeah, it's exciting, because making PC gaming more accessible, I think, can only be a good thing, because it's where the future is at. Is making PCs more console-like in their user experience, but keeping the kind of the openness and the upgradability there. Do you think this means anything for the Steam machine?
Well, yeah, it's difficult, because this kind of already brings it here in a way, because there's a little asterisk that says full screen experience with Xbox and other apps.
Yeah.
So you can like kind of make a desktop into a little Steam machine here in a way, because I fully expect where it is right now, when you choose the app, all you have is Xbox. But it's saying that other apps will be available here. So I fully expect to see Steam as another drop down, so that instead of it booting into the Xbox app, it's just going to boot into Steam big picture mode. And then you can still press and hold your Xbox button and it will bring up the carousel. Yeah. You'll still be able to save that bit of RAM. You'll still be able to shut down the games this way. Like, I'm totally going to try that out, you know?
If that's the future, that's obviously the way to go.
Yeah, Yeah, for sure. Because then you get the best of both worlds there. And yeah, Steam Machine looks like some people probably going to end up installing Windows on it.
What I wanted to check was I put a poll out about it because, firstly, I shared the screenshot that we saw at the Xbox partner showcase thing, coming to all PCs, and so I just put that out as a post on like social media.
I saw some of the replies.
Yeah, I shared it with you, and the replies were like, let's just say spicy. People are not into this full screen experience thing. Like, no way would that touch my whatever. It's like, oh, okay, well, that's unexpected.
Yeah.
Oh, God, the mobile app of YouTube is the worst thing ever, isn't it? We just take a moment to talk about that. That sucks so hard.
Absolutely.
You can't get to the community tab on it.
I'm surprised people don't like it as much. I know there's not as much of a performance gain as we all like hoped for and yada, 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 but I like where it's going. I know it's not
where it's
polished.
Going. It's not ready
yet.
It's
a bit buggy. Yeah. But where it's going, this is exactly what we've all been wanting on a handheld and on a desktop PC.
So I put off the back of the super negative reaction. It was on Facebook, weirdly. There was loads of people really not happy about it.
Of course. Facebook is just a cesspit, isn't it?
It's a cesspit. But off the back of that, I put a poll out on YouTube asking, with Xbox full screen experience officially coming to all handhelds tomorrow, will you be installing it? I kind of expected there to be like non-handheld PC players taking part in this poll as well.
Yeah.
And the options were 100% not sure or not a chance. And 53% of people are 100% going to be installing it.
Yeah, so the majority.
Yeah, about 1,000 people responded to the poll a few hours ago. Not sure and not a chance are the same, about a quarter each. So,
wow.
Again,
that's actually more positive than I anticipated.
Yeah, because polls are anonymous.
Yes,
I think people answer.
Just choose whatever.
Yeah, but like comments and the like button stuff's very public, isn't it? So it's much easier to be negative about something than positive about something.
That's true. Yeah.
I think half of people choosing to install it is probably where it's at, and as it gets better, then that number's only going to increase. If you can boot straight into like Steam Big Picture, which is kind of what that text is suggesting from them. It doesn't say it explicitly, obviously. If you can, it is 100% a win.
Yeah.
Because it removes almost all of the things that I don't like about the full screen experience currently.
Yes.
It gives me all the stuff I love about SteamOS, but also I'm still playing on Windows, so I can take advantage of all the things that gives me. It is literally the best of both worlds.
Yeah. Yeah.
Will people install it on Steam machines then? So undoubtedly people are going to be building little mini PCs for their lounge now. But
yeah.
The Steam machine's going to be wildly popular because it's a pre-built system. People like pre-builts.
Yeah.
Installing installing Windows on it's going to be very easy. They put it in their marketing as one of the things. It is just a PC, whatever operating system you want to use. How widely do you think people are going to be doing that, especially if you could boot into big picture mode?
I don't think it's going to be as much as people using SteamOS because you will get performance perks from having SteamOS because it's Linux based. You know?
Yeah.
So this is already an underpowered device, as we discussed in the last podcast. So it needs every bit of help it can get. You know, so staying on Linux is part of that help. But there's plenty of people that are going to want to play Call of Duty or Battlefield or whatever anti-cheat game that don't work on Linux.
Yeah.
You know, so whether or not they'll be dual booting with Xbox full screen experience or just straight up putting Windows on there, there's totally going to be people that do it. Definitely. How much of a percentage? Probably small.
Yeah.
I would argue most would probably just run with SteamOS. But it depends if that's their only device. Depends on the games you play. But I think people would totally be doing it. Yeah.
I couldn't decide if it would be that popular or not because of that performance balance that you're getting, performance for perks. That lack of power that the Steam machine's going to have, it needs all the help it can get. And I think sticking with SteamOS is the way. But it's interesting. It's exciting. for PC gaming to becoming even more like console gaming. I'm just shocked it's so quick.
Yes. Yeah, I was not expecting any of this. I wasn't expecting available November 21st on all handhelds. I still thought we're 6 months away from that even now.
Yeah.
You know, like with that news literally like a couple of weeks ago saying we're testing it on the MSI, I thought it would be then like a month later we're testing it on the Lenovo's, a month later we're testing it on this insert handheld.
Yeah.
You know, and then in like March next year, they'd be like, now we're officially releasing it. And now they're just like, oh, whatever, have it.
A month after launch.
Yeah, they're like, whatever.
Have you installed it on the Ally, the Z1E Ally?
Yeah. I went to last night, funnily enough, because the Z1 Ally that I always just pinch for videos is actually my wife's.
Yeah.
So I've done all sorts of stuff to it. Put SteamOS on it. You kept it like that for ages. You know, blah blah blah. And then she was going dog sitting or something for her sister, and she was like, "Oh, I don't have anything to play." And I was like, "Well, you can take your Switch too." She was like, "Yeah, but I was playing this PC game." And I was like. Let me format the Ally, and now I'll just sign you all back in rather than it being all in my name. So I did all that. She went and took it. She had a great time. She was playing that Where Winds Meet or whatever.
Oh yeah,
the free game on Steam. So she was playing that like the whole weekend just on her Ally, and she gets a bit like, oh, it's kind of annoying. She loves Windows on it, but she gets a bit like annoyed with like how clunky Windows is on a handheld.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll put Xbox full screen experience on it. And she said no. I still want it to be Windows. And I said, no. I was like, it is Windows. She was like, so I can still get to the desktop? I was like, yeah. It's just like the front end is like Steam almost, where it feels more like a console. And she was like, oh, okay then. So literally before this partner showcase, or whilst it was happening actually, I was sat there updating her Ally, and I went to download the GitHub like one-click force on Xbox like thing. And I forgot about it. I put it down. I was eating some snacks or something, watching this show. And then right at the very end, they dropped this tile. And I was like, how weird was it that I was just about to do this? And then immediately it says, no, tomorrow we'll just push it out. So I haven't done it on the Z1E Ally yet because I'm going to. I mean, I did it previously before I formatted it. Yeah. So when it was all in my, I had it on there. But I'm going to try it out, just for this. But it will literally just be an update. And then you'll go to the gaming section in settings and hit yes on full screen experience, which is wicked. I've already seen people commenting saying, you've shown us how to like hack it on. Are you going to show us how to like unhack it on so that I can just use the official one?
Okay, that's a good point.
So I might do a video on that. It's really easy. You just got to do some code that disables the stuff.
I hadn't considered that for all those people that we've shown.
Yeah, so I might do a video like just following up, showing how to remove the Vive tool stuff, or how to like turn off the like one-click thing, just so that you can then do this like officially, because some people will need that help.
Yeah, definitely.
That's cool. So I might chase it up with that.
Yeah. It's exciting. If nothing else, I'd love to know what you guys think down in the comments down below. Join in actually the poll. Are you going to be installing, or have you already installed this on your handheld? Or are you not a chance in helling it? There's no way it's going to do that. And when it comes to your PC, if you're a PC gamer, are you going to be installing on that too?
I am.
I would. Yeah, I think it absolutely makes sense to.
But I want Steam as the home app.
100%. If that's the thing, it changes. This whole conversation has changed.
It's got to be. It literally says full screen experience available with Xbox and other apps. So they've made a point to say that.
I know.
With other apps.
Such a weird thing for them to say. Anyway, let us know what you think down in the comments down below. And whilst you're down there, make sure you like the video, subscribe for more handheld gaming content. Yes. And what else should they do, Andy?
Become a member, and you get to chat to us over on our private Discord as well.
So until next time,
have a nice day. Bye.